2025 has been a year full of good gaming experiences for me, and in this video, I want to talk about all the games that I picked up, and not necessarily beat, but games that I touched on, old games, new games, and a lot of time spent in comfort and comfy games. And in this video, it's going to be all about that, and it's going to be about what my plan is for next year going into 2026, and the games that I want to play, and maybe the approach I want to take with my gaming as a hobby. Guys, if you're new here, you're very, very welcome. Thanks for joining. If you like games and books, consider subscribing to the channel. Here I talk about positive escapism and immersion into these worlds. The year started off pretty much the same as had ended in 2024, and that was me completing Tears of the Kingdom. So at the start of the year, I just spent most of the times collecting armor sets, completing side missions, and trying to find the bullfrogs in the caves. So basically, Tears of the Kingdom was just really my main game that I was spending most of my time in. I came across Doom on the App Store. I think it was £3, and I picked that up, and I think I played about maybe 80% of that game, and it's just at the minute it's in the back burner, not fully completed, but I will get back to it. After this, I picked up Kingdom Come Deliverance, and I got about 3 hours in it, and then I hit an absolute wall. And I tell you what, it was the combat for me. I was able to fight one person one-on-one, but the minute that you are expected to fight two, I completely crashed at that point. And to be honest, I don't know if it's the game for me. I think it's the combat's just sort of setting me back on that one. Coming in the spring, I began playing a wee bit more of the Xbox. I played some Game Pass games, and I replayed Elden Ring, and then I got round to finishing Resident Evil 4 Remake. Resi 4 Remake I actually struggled with, because I think I've just played that game way too many times back in the day on the GameCube and the Wii and stuff. Or maybe it wasn't the GameCube actually, maybe it was PlayStation and Wii. And I actually remember coming home after school and just hammering at the Wii version. And like, you don't think, see now, I couldn't play Resident Evil on a Wii controller. Like, I just think that's absolutely madness. And I don't know how I done it, but yeah, Resi 4, I think I'm just a wee bit burnt out with that game. And around this time, I played a good bit of Ghost Recon Breakpoint, a game I've always sort of went back and sort of dabbled in. It's one of the games I'd love to make a full video on. It screams immersion. When I play that game, I go hardest difficulty, lose ammo if you reload, Darkest Night, and no HUD, and it's a wee bit like The Witcher 3 in that sense. Whenever you make it so difficult that it becomes really, really fun. Coming in the summer, I picked up Expedition 33, and I had the best time with this game. As I said before, this is a game that I would never in a million years pick up, because it's that type of fighting JRPG. But I'm glad I listened to the reviews, and it's such an immersive experience with this game. The gameplay, story, music, emotion all hit me like a ton of bricks, especially the ending of that game. I'll not spoil it for anyone, but that black and white scene is just, I would love to go back and replay it. And if I was to replay it, I probably wouldn't rush it as much. After this, I actually picked up Red Dead Redemption 2 again. Beat this a few years ago, and I just decided to pick it up, and became a cowboy for a month. I loved it more so on my second playthrough, and I think it was because I knew what was going to happen, and I was anticipating the bad side of the story, the sad side as well. There was actually chapters where I just would hesitate progressing, because I didn't want the story to start to get more depressing and more sad, because I knew what was going to happen. This led me on to picking up Red Dead 1 for the Switch, and I actually paid 30 quid for it, I think, and it was quite expensive I feel for a Red Dead 1 port. I would eventually actually trade this game in, as I wasn't really, just wasn't enjoying it. I don't know why I wasn't really enjoying it. I think it was coming from Red Dead 2 and being on such a high from that game, and then resorting to Red Dead 1, it was a wee bit of a step backward. Next up was Breath of the Wild. I bought this game at full price and I just had such a good time kickstarting this, and I've got a video about me playing Twilight Princess, or not Twilight Princess, Tears of the Kingdom, explaining that I rushed that game. And with Breath of the Wild, I don't want to do that. I want to go in and out of that whenever the mood's right. I don't want to rush it, and I don't want to feel the need to have it bait in like a month or 2 months. So I'll probably be playing that the whole way through 2026. The rest of the summer and going into autumn was replaying The Witcher 3 and Skyrim. These two were the core of 2025 for me. I just played these as comfort games and I really got lost. Funny enough, with Skyrim, I just went in the survival mode and I think I did like 6 playthroughs, like the start playthroughs, and got about like nowhere into the story. Just kept doing side quests, trying to do the perfect run. Witcher 3, I started the DLC Blood and Wine and really enjoying that. It's just something that I sort of go in and out of. I don't necessarily feel the need to have that bit straight away. I got a few games on sale again on the store coming into September. I got Hollow Knight, Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, Hogwarts Legacy, and Lego Harry Potter. I actually got these all for like less than £10, and these are games that are on the to-do list. I will eventually go and actually play them. I haven't really played much on them. Next up was Borderlands, and I picked that up as a voucher for trading in Red Dead Redemption 1. I can already hear you in the comments. You're probably going nuts that I replaced Red Dead Redemption 1 with Borderlands. But Borderlands has been on the wish list for years, and it's a game I've always wanted to get into, and I've heard so many good reviews. And when I heard that it was a port for a Switch 1, I was like, why not? Just let's do it. Let's see what it's like. And to tell you a funny story about this as well, I was actually raging and didn't realise I bought this game thinking that it was the edition that has like all 4 games in it. I got it in CEX, paid £18 for it, and I was wondering why it was so cheap. And I realised that it only had Borderlands 1 on it, and the rest was a downloadable code the previous owner actually already purchased. So I felt a bit sort of done out of it, but look, it is what it is. I still got Borderlands 1, and I'm having a great time playing that game. I'm near completed. I'm like level 25 in XP, and I would say that I'm getting near the end game. Plenty of challenges in it to keep me going anyway. Once I complete that game, I'll let you know my end thoughts on that. After, my sister gave me Stardew Valley, and this is a game that completely surprised me, and a game I plan on making a video about, because comfy farming sims are just new to me and I'm not really my style, but I think they're actually gonna be a new sort of game avenue that I'm gonna put down. So already, like at this stage, JRPGs and farm sims are 2 sort of categories that I would never find myself playing, and now I am starting to dabble in a wee bit. But Stardew Valley, I am absolutely hooked. And again, it's not a game that I want to have bait in a week or a month. It's a game that I'm gonna dip in and out of. So as we enter December, I want to finish the year completing Borderlands. I'm having fun with some of the retro games. I've played Mario Kart. I've got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe there. I'm playing through. Me and the wife's playing it, and we're just having a really fun time playing that. I've got New Super Mario Bros. To play on the DS. I picked up actually Spyro, A New Beginning. That was another game I picked up off Vinted. Another game was Shrek 3 for the DS, and Mario and Sonic Olympics. All games that I just want to eventually play. But as recording this, it's the 3rd of December, and I haven't got much time left to be beating these games. So they are going to be added on to the 2026 list. But what will gaming look like for me in 2026? So in 2026, it's going to be a very busy year for me. We are expecting our second baby on February 27th, so I'm really excited. My wife's very excited. I actually want to call the baby Ashcroft, but the wife isn't impressed. And if you get that wee joke, you will understand that our due date is the release date for the new Resident Evil game. I can't see myself picking this one up on day release, but maybe down the line. I think she would give me a funny look if I decided to, when she's maybe on labour, that I run out the door to get Resident Evil. I don't think that would go down too well. But the busier I get, I want to utilise the time I get to play my games and be fully immersed and escape, so I'll be really focusing on getting the most bang for my buck. I'll be playing games that are realistic in time frame. New baby on the way. It's going to be more important than ever for me to find that downtime, 5-10 minutes, to just hop into a game and just get that stress release, and to really sort of slow things down. I'll be choosing games that give me a place of quiet or a place of calm. I'm growing my physical collection. I've done a good bit of collecting so far this year, and next year I want to continue to build a collection of Switch and DS games. I want to focus on handheld gaming and create a collection of games I can pass on later down the line. I would love the idea of just passing games down to Owen and the baby that's coming. When they're old enough to play, I think that it would be very rewarding for me just to pass that on, and just know that with the physical games, that there's that energy and that life that is getting passed through a generation. I had that with my granddad, and I think that's important. I don't want to waste my time starting games out of boredom, but rather intentionally picking a game up and challenging myself to beat it. Now, I'm not saying I plan on hammering through games that I don't like or I'm not really enjoying, but I want to play more intentionally and find joy in the simplicity of completing a game. With this, I want to be more organised with my gaming. This past month, I've begun to use Backlogger actually. Backlogger is a good website that can keep track of games that you're on the to-do or on the wish list, what you're playing and what's on the backlog. And I've dabbled in this before, but I want to utilise that a bit better, especially with getting a bit busier. Another thing I want to do with my sort of gaming is I want to be able to calendar in my gaming and keep track of my gaming a bit better, instead of just willy-nilly picking games up. I'm not saying that I can't pick a game up based on mood, but I like the idea of just tracking it better, keep an idea of my progress and to see how far I'm off completing the game. And yeah, just more so a guide. Backlogger will be a guide for me. It'll keep me grounded as well, and then it'll not keep me distracted with eShop sales and YouTube reviews. It'll keep me on the path. So yeah, that's my plan. That's what 2025 looked like, and that's what 2026 is gonna look like for me. I'd love to hear from you guys. What did you play in 2025? What's your plans going in the next year? Let me know. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.